so I'll get back to my boss and tell them like that. And yes, it is possible. You can it can be delivered per month 1 ton.
Well,
Can it be done in bits and
but you can done by bits and pieces because if you're gonna order Ben 1 ton, we start to wonder because 1 ton is not cheap. So what you have to
yes,
do,
yes, I know.
we can have a
Yes.
breakdown. First trial is 20, then second
Yes.
100, third 500,
Yes.
then fourth something like that. We have to break down.
Yes. That's what I was asking. Thank you so much for answering me that.
Yeah.
Are you? I beg to ask. Are you available tomorrow? Maybe you can. What Australian time now? Oh, sorry. What time is it now there?
In Australia, we are 8:25 in the evening, which is September 30. Yeah.
Oh. Now here we are 1700 hours, 1717.
Okay, so
What is the best time in the morning?
I usually open my office start 9 o'clock in the morning until midnight because of the time difference. Yeah.
Oh, because of the time difference.
Mhm.
Right. Then I'll make an appointment. You know, when my boss speak to you is very absolutely different from what I can tell you. And I
So
can
where
ask
is your
you.
buyer coming
So
from? Where?
say
Dubai?
again.
Where
Yes.
is your buyer coming from?
Yes, they are all here. Thai, Chinese, national, but the goal is going to Dubai.
You know, Chinese is a bargainer. Chinese is very hard to deal with. So I'm not really keen to deal with Chinese because I used to be in real estate. Chinese is very hard to deal with. It's a bargainer. You know, they want to get below the belt pricing. Gold is not like that. This is money you are buying. You buy money to make money. Yeah. We can supply
Okay.
you 1 ton from Mali because Mali is the third largest gold producer in West Africa. Yes.
Okay, what I can tell you, okay, I personally, I come from Kenya, okay, I'm
Oh,
African. Yes.
but your number is I know your number is 254. I said, oh, this guy is African.
Yeah, most of the time I'm sent. I go to Dubai, and sometimes I go to China. Now I'm here in Thailand. I represent African market for this business of our company. So what I can tell you, because you're
So
also my sister.
so why you come, Ben? Why you come to Wilhelmina? That you're African, so you know how to outsource gold. Why you come to Wilhelmina? What is the purpose?
No, you see, like I said up front, a good name is like a candle on a hill that you cannot put it out. See, my responsibility is to represent Africans to the company, because there are people who represent Middle East in this company, others represent blah blah like that. So I was introduced to you because I'm looking for serious. Okay, I'm so sorry to say this. My African brother, some they cheat a lot. I am sorry to say this into your ears. I beg you forgive me if I say it in a wrong way.
You are forgiven.
You have
You are
experience.
forgiven, Ben. You are. You are forgiven. Okay.
I thank you so much. So you can understand where I'm coming from, okay?
Yeah.
So that's why I choose, and I have suggested them that they can work with you because you are there, or they can trust you, and we can do that a trial test, then see where we can move from there. I mean, that is my humble request
Okay.
to you.
Yeah, you already watched my video, right? You already watched?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
May I ask you bluntly, upon watching my video on YouTube, what did you learn out of that? Tell me, what did you learn?
Well, when I watched your YouTube one, I saw there is credibility, and I've seen there is transparency, and that is what we look into first of all into this business.
So which video?
Indeed.
Because I have so many video. Which video is that? The previous video or 3 months video or
I
current
have
video?
seen I watched the one that you're warning people. Something happened. Is it in Ghana or
Yes.
some Ukraine people are cheated? I've
Yes.
watched another one of you are teaching how people to introduce themselves when they're
Correct.
approaching you and have must learn English. I don't know whether I'm passing your exams or I'm failing.
Well, I'm very blunt, really, to be honest with you. I'm very brutal. Why? Why I'm brutal?
Yeah,
This is,
sorry?
yeah, I'm very brutal the way I ask question. Why? This is real
Yes, yes,
business.
yes.
There's so
Yeah.
many joker broker floating around on
Yes, yes, yes.
WhatsApp, on Skype, on LinkedIn, on Facebook.
Exactly.
They're all joker.
Yes.
Joker broker, I
Yeah,
call them. Yeah.
I saw you warning them, and that's why I have said there's too much credibility and transparency and seriousness in what you're doing. Because if you see somebody even warning around the broker jokers to cut them out of your relation or your association, I mean, it shows it's a proof that you're a no-nonsense lady, if that is the correct word to
That's
use.
right. In fact, people from LinkedIn, they don't like my guts. They said, "Oh, Wilhelmina is a scammer." I said, "I don't know. I don't know how much I scammed them. I don't know."
No, for me, I mean, we are all wired differently. There are people who take things personal, and there are people who just know, no, this is the strictness of the business, and this is the seriousness. For me, I'm looking forward into that. When you're angry or when you're not, I mean, for me, I'm just knowing that this is business, and it's involve a lot of money. Yeah?
Oh yeah, this
So
is
there's
$1
no
million
need.
worth of business. Yes.
Exactly. So as much as you may hate jokers, myself also I will hate jokers, because it's either there is a deal or there is no deal.
In fact, when people come to me, hi, I told them, my goodness, my name is not hi. When I said good day, I said my name is not good day. You introduce yourself properly. Hi, Wilhelmina. I am Mr. So and so. You are in business. You have to learn how to introduce yourself,
Yes,
not
yes,
hi.
yes.
Hello.
Exactly.
My name is not hello. I have my name.
Yes. You have to learn how to package yourself. I mean, that is what I learned from your videos. Packaging and presenting yourself is also something that it talks more about you. It can talk more about my status in the business, and you see.
Well, I think, Ben, I'm the only person who show my face. And it's really amazing. There was a guy
Sure.
from...
Yeah. I said transparency. You see, it's black and white.
That's
And,
right.
That is what I can learn from you, and I've seen it.
In fact, this morning around 8 o'clock in the morning, when I opened my online office, there was a guy originally from Nepal, but he lived in United Kingdom. He knows me for 4 years, right? And suddenly he said, "Wilhelmina, I know you." I said, "How did you know me?" "Oh, I've been following your YouTube, but I was been burned out." "Really?"
Yes.
"I'm in Kimpala right now." I said, "Wow."
Yes.
Wow. And they decided to talk to me, huh? They decided to talk to me this morning, and they lost 360,000 in Kimpala.
Oh, wonderful. I mean, for me, I would just say, keep up the good work.
Excuse me.
No, in all fairness, to them who understand,
Yeah.
no. In all fairness, keep up the good work. To them who understand the seriousness of the business, I mean, they will not be negative about you. But to those who are a joker, they will understand you.
Well, my
That's all I can
philosophy,
say.
Ben, is like this. You don't like me,
Yeah.
I don't ask you food in the
Exactly.
table. I don't ask
Yeah.
anything. I don't ask. I'm here to feed you. This information
Yes.
worth $1 million. Yes.
Sure. Information is very powerful.
Exactly.
Very powerful. And without information, and you have money, I can be a fool because I cannot even know how to use it. I would just maybe throw it. But with information, I can use that money to earn more money.
Don't you know on my video that when I travel with the buyer, I do charge my extra service.
$500.
No.
Yes, I saw it.
I charge
sorry.
$15,000 for my travel cost.
Oh yeah, $500 is for you, the guy to test the Indian. I've watched several of your videos.
To travel to Africa, today the price of airline was double. 3 months ago.
Price is very high.
Oh yeah,
Air tickets.
Air ticket now, because I inquire from Australia to Dubai. Now it's already $5,000.
I know. I think it's because of this COVID
Yes,
situation.
and the inflation.
Yes.
So if the buyer says, "Wilhelmina, I want the gold," my question is, how are you able to pay? That's my question.
Exactly. That's a very fundamental question.
Yeah. And then they're gonna ask me, bring gold to Dubai. Are you kidding? You're buying money to make money. Why I'm gonna bring the money to you? And I don't know you.
I am so privileged. I don't take it for granted to talk to you and for you receiving my call. It's a lot of humility.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, Ben, your call is very important. When somebody call me, your call is very important. But do not.
I appreciate.
I always say to anyone, you call me, you are important, but don't say hi, because I hate the word hi. I hate to say hello. I hate that. I hate that.
The people need to learn how to introduce themselves. I know how you feel. Even me, sometimes I feel it, but to understand 1, 2, 3 weaknesses here and out. Okay.
I don't know why this joker broker, they think that you can earn money. You will never earn money unless both buyer and sellers understand each other.
Exactly. There has to be a due diligence that has been followed. Paperwork has been signed, and it's legal business.
I am the extension, Ben, of the seller.
Yes.
I am the extension.
Yes.
At the same time, I am your business facilitator. My role is completely different from joker broker.
Oh yes, you're the common denominator.
That's correct.
Exactly. So without you, then there is no procurement going on or proceedings.
Yeah, some buyer, Ben, I just come back from my trip. Some buyers are wise. Some sellers are also wise. Both buyers and sellers is wise. Now, when I was, excuse me because you're bloody African, excuse my language, and this bloody African, and they only think about money. They are thinking only about the short term, not thinking about the long term. Even my seller.
Exactly.
Even my seller.
Can I tell you one thing?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have introduced some. I introduced some 2, 3 Africa. One from Congo, another one from Tanzania. I introduced them to buyers a while ago, and they cheated my buyers. Now see the image they created for me.
Okay, why they cheated? Because gold in Tanzania is coming from Congo. Gold coming from, let's say the gold is in Nairobi, Kampala, Tanzania. Gold is coming from Congo. Congo is United Nations embargo.
Oh yes, it's the biggest. It's also a source, a mega source of gold.
Yeah, but Dubai would not accept gold coming from Congo. What they do, what the smuggler, they bring it to Kenya, they bring it to Tanzania, and then change the ownership. So you have to be watchful, because when someone offer you cheap price, undervalued, then you are waiting for disaster. You are. Because gold is not undervalued. There is a value.
Exactly. So that's why, again, I'm sorry to repeat myself. That is why I came to you, because I need somebody who will not fail us. Somebody I can trust, and I think I've found you. Allow me to say that.
Come with me in Mali. because Mali has tons of gold. Mali is the third largest gold producer in West Africa. Mali is not saturated, but Mali seller are very tough, very, very tough. They would not barge in. And you know your African, the mentality of African, the appointment 9 o'clock, they show up 3 o'clock.
Short term. I'm sorry to say that. I mean, it's. I mean, it has no future. Somebody will think of now, and finish the business.
Yes, they don't entertain customer. When I was in the ground, I always look after my customer. Seller, they don't care. They only think about money.
Yes, I mean, there's so many to consider in business. You see, there's the future, there's the reputation. I mean, and there is the success of the business. Though there are ups and downs, but a good businessman, I'm always told, is somebody who think about the future and investment. I mean, it's something you don't do now and forget.
Yes. In fact, I educate my seller that when buyer come, you entertain them, show them that you're rich. Do not let the buyer spend money to pay the food. You're embarrassing.
Exactly.
You're embarrassing.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely.
They just eat.
I mean,
They just eat. Bloody hell! They only eat. Their eyes is big in their adala.
Eating as if they are dying now. There's no tomorrow.
Yeah, they are showing that they are bigger. I told my seller, don't show that you are hungry. The buyer is hungry. Yeah.
It's a very awkward mentality.
I don't know how. I don't know. No matter how I educate this bloody seller. That is why in Ghana, I would not encourage you to come to Ghana. This morning, one from Yoki said, Wilhelmina, I'm going to Ghana to buy gold. I said, well, good luck. Good luck.
Who will not?
Good luck.
You see, I appreciate the information you have in your fingertips. It can save somebody a lot. It can save one, I mean, in an entire lifetime, you see.
Well, if you listen to my video, you watch, I always say, take time to listen, click below on my YouTube channel or go to my platform on Facebook.
And
learn, digest it, and then you come back.
Well, I mean, I'm impressed, or maybe it's dumbfounding what I've learned, and I'm still continuing to learn as we are having this conversation. I am so privileged.
Well, my pleasure talking to you, that you call me, you make an effort, you know how to introduce yourself, then I will entertain. But those joker broker, hello, good day, hi, my goodness, my blood pressure goes up. It's really annoyed me. And that
Sorry, I'll apologize on their behalf.
It's really, those joker broker, they show that they are really
it's wrong.
They are joker. They're joker.
And maybe they don't even follow you up. I mean, that is why they just knock the door like fools, and then they expect to be opened for. I mean, it doesn't go like that.
No, you have to introduce yourself. To me, when I'm in Dubai, when in Africa, when I have the restaurant, I say, hi, good day, I'm Mrs. Ford from Australia. What's your name, sir?
Yeah.
May I know your name? I shake my hand. Good evening, I'm Mrs. Ford. I'm Wilhelmina Ford. Your name, sir?
Yes.
So, oh, you're from Australia? I said, yes. Oh, you're from Dinkum? I said, yes. So you have to introduce yourself because you will be respected. I'll tell you, when I was in Conakry.
Exactly.
When I was in Conakry when I was in Conakry 3 months ago, and I stayed at Nom Hotel, and we went to Kalum Hotel. The manager in Kalum knows me, so I took my client in Kalum for tour around. The manager saw me. Wilhelmina, what are you doing here? I said, oh, come on. And he said, he asked me, where you stay? I said, I stayed in Nom Hotel. Oh, come on, Wilhelmina. Why you did not tell me? Yeah, and then you know what? On our dinner, when I changed the hotel, the manager gave me in-house free dinner. in-house free dinner.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
And you know, when I was
That's
supposed,
wonderful and too kind.
yeah, the manager knows me. He's from Korea. His name is Dennis. When I about to pay the bills, you know what the waitress said, Madam, the dinner is paid by the manager of Kalum Hotel. I said, who? Mr. Dennis. Wow. Wow.
Oh, wonderful. You see, always a good name. I mean, it's like a golden jewel. I mean,
Yeah,
it's hard
exactly.
to find, but when you have it, keep it for an entire lifetime.
Yeah. Well, Kalum Hotel in Conakry is the best 5 stars hotel.
Oh, nice, wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be like you in the near future.
As I've said to you, my knowledge is worth $1 million.
I want to be like you, honestly. I hope very, very soon I'll be able to see you, sit down, and we can have coffee.
Yeah, sure.
Either
Why not?
in Dubai or in Africa or even Australia. I mean, I'll be very, very happy to see you now. You teach me a lot. I need to learn how to.
Well, I don't teach people. I always say,
Withdraw.
you know, when you know, Ben, I always say, if you went to school, you have you have pen and paper, you write it down, you listen to your professor, you learn. So you learn from University of Hard Knocks from Wilhelmina.
Wow, you are a rare jewel to find. Well, thank you so much, man.
All right, okay, Ben. What you have to do, what you have to do. This is the beginning of our conversation on the record.
Exactly.
You have to go back to your buyer.
Yes.
The requirement is the buyer has to send an L.O.I.
Yes.
The letter of intent. This is how you're gonna tell your buyer. The letter of intent coming from the buyer that is stating what carat, what purity, the destination, the mode of payment is very important.
Yes. L.O.I. That is the letter of intent, modes of payment, destination, the purity of gold.
Yes. And a copy of your business registration. A copy of your business registration to signify that the buyer is real.
Okay.
And
because I have written it down now.
And you have to show me a proof upon your bank statement that you have $1 million.
Yes.
Without that, I wouldn't believe it.
Okay. Then I talked to my bosses because now I can meet them again tomorrow morning. Then we can. He will call you, and I will teach. I'm sorry, don't tell him I said this. I will teach him to introduce himself to you.
What you have to do first? Create a group chat because I'm gonna.
Say again.
You create a group chat, and then we can chat because I'm going to read his question and answer. And then after that, that's the time I'm gonna call together with you. Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Appreciated.
And in fact, our conversation is on the record.
Thank you.
Don't you know?
Appreciate it.
Don't you know that our conversation is on the record? And you are live. You are live. When you call me, it's live. Live on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook. Because when you call me, my laptop is automatic. You are. The world is watching you on YouTube, my YouTube channel.
Oh. I'll quickly run and click the play button and listen to everything.
Yes, you will be, and I will inform you that Ben, you can view now. You can view either on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook.
Thank you so much, Ben.
All right, thank you very much, Ben. I think you
talk to you tomorrow.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry.
I think you are familiar to me. Are you in Kenya before? You were in Kenya before, right?
Yes.
You were in Kenya. I think you have been dealing with me before.
I will. Well, I'll ask some of my friends. I'll get back to them again, and maybe I can dig more deep from them because even when they told me about you, I mean, I was like, I think I know you or I don't know you. I mean, I
Yeah.
was also divided into two. But
So whose friend?
maybe
Whose friend
slow.
introduced you to me? Whose friend that mentioned my name? Whose friend?
Yeah. His name is his African name. I don't know whether
Don't mention the name because we are live. Just don't worry. Don't mention the name of the friend that who knows me because we are live. Don't
Okay,
mention
okay.
it. Don't mention it. Just write it on
Okay,
you
okay.
on WhatsApp. That is the
I'll print
friend.
it down on my WhatsApp.
Yes. Yes.
Then you will see if you will know him. Okay.
Yes. Because everybody knows me,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I'm very popular. I'm superstars online.
Keep up the good work.
All right, been nice talking to you, and you come back and then you watch this live conversation that we have, and you have to let
Thank you.
you have to let your buyer listen so that he would feel comfortable, right?
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Tomorrow early morning when I go to the office, we'll do it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, me.
Okay, then
Have
goodbye.
a good one. Bye.
Now, I'm going to summarize my conversation with this gentleman. And can you see that most of you guys, you've been running around, and I'm the only person that I show my face. Why? We are now in the global village. We are selling precious mineral. Wilhelmina is the extension of the seller. I'm based in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Now this is my online office. My online office open 8 o'clock in the morning until midnight. The time here is already 8:42. Now I'm going to summarize what buyer needs to introduce to this lady in front of you. When you watch this video on my YouTube channel, it says click below, subscribe on my YouTube channel. After you watch this video, even though it's long, you click on show more, you read the full corporate offer. We are offering to sell the gold produced in West Africa. Now, this gentleman looking for 1 ton. 1 ton is more than $1 million. So if the buyer cannot convince me that the buyer has $1 million, I wouldn't believe it. I will only believe it when the buyer send an L.O.I, letter of intent to purchase, coming from the buyer, and the buyer has to introduce himself, who he is, his financial capacity, his background. I need a copy of the buyer business registration, importation license, his passport copy, bank statement showing that he is able to pay. Don't worry about bank statement because your money would not be stolen. This is only for my eyes only. Then when I review that, I submit that to my head office. I will determine which seller I'm going to place you, either in Mali, Sierra Leone, Conakry. But Mali, come with me in Mali because Mali have tons of gold. It's not saturated. It's not. They produce tons of gold. Now, I'll give you the background of Mali. Mali has 4,500 local miners. They mine the gold, combine the dust gold, smelt into bar, and bring it to the organization. Organization is a cartel. He controlled the supply. And then most small local agent, they go to the head office, the organization, to get the gold. But the organization, big organization, is in control. And if you see on the offer online 36, 38, that is only to tease you. The seller or the broker would not explain to you. Just like this morning, this gentleman, he is in Kimpala. He knew me 3 years ago, 4 years ago. He come to me this morning because they were being cheated. They were being scammed. And I told him, how do you know me? How do you know my number? Oh, Wilhelmina, I was been following your YouTube channel. And I told him, wow, for all the years you've been roaming around and learning my video, then you come back to me. He was laughing. His team, his group of his network went to Kampala, lose money. And I told him, I'm not supposed to teach you, but I feel sorry for this gentleman. This morning, we are having a conversation for 2 hours off the record. For 2 hours. And I told him, we have tons of gold. The gold will come to Dubai when you pay the gold. So I told him, you have to break down the minimum, at least 10 kilos to start with. It's not worth it to buy 1 kilo. It's not worth it for you. And especially if I travel, yes, I do charge my travel cost. You're buying $1 million and when you resell it to Dubai, you become instant millionaire. And then you're using my services for free. My services is peanuts. I only charge you, Mr. Buyer, to cover my travel cost. Is non-refundable. Non-refundable. It covers my airfare, hotel accommodation, and spending money. If you cannot afford, don't bother to come to Wilhelmina. Don't. If you cannot afford to pay my services to accompany you, don't bother to come. Don't. Because you are going to fail. I'm telling you. And don't be smart. Most of the buyers as well is smart, and the seller is also smart. Both of them. You must remember, Mr. Buyer and Mr. Seller watching me. I'm not going to mention the seller, but I will use that strike one. And that I will not mention the name of the seller. Mr. Seller, if you're watching me, I know you. I know you. You are very shrewd. And you are very, very arrogant. You don't need to be arrogant to any customer. You have the gold, and if you're arrogant, the customer will not come back. And if you have an appointment 9 o'clock, must be 9 o'clock. Not 3 hours after. Okay? You have to teach your people to learn on the time management. I was in your country. 9 o'clock, I was been waiting for 45 minutes. Is that the way you do business, Mr. Seller? Is that the way you do business? And then you're gonna say 1 minute, and I'm waiting for more than 1 minute. And I told you, Mr. Seller, define me what is 1 minute. Because you are in business, you are selling precious item. You have to welcome the buyer, because the buyer is the one who bring bacon in your table. The buyer will bring money into your bank account. The buyer travel million miles with Wilhelmina, right? You have to entertain the customer, whoever you are, Mr. Seller. Doesn't matter if you're my seller or not. This is for everyone. When you have an international buyer, you must treat your customer as a VIP, because that customer will bring you money. And if you don't have the money, if you don't have the sale, your gold is there. And how are you able to pay your worker? So whoever watching me, whether my seller or not, this is in generalized. Because I was in your country. I was in Ghana. I was in Sierra Leone. I was in Conakry. Most of you are all the same. Most of you. Sellers are stubborn. I feel sorry for the buyer, really. Yeah, there was a Pakistan, and he knows me for 3 months. Yeah, she said he's a buyer. There were 3 of them, one from UK and one from United States and from Dubai. He went to Conakry. And stayed in Noom Hotel. And when I look at his contract, I told him this signature is not the seller. And he went to the office of the seller, not knowing that this Pakistan is representing the Dubai, not knowing that he was dealing with my seller. And he said, Wilhelmina, is this seller a scammer? I said, no. The seller is arrogant. You, I told this Pakistan, the seller would not, excuse me, the seller would not barge in your request. He's asking CIF. I said to this Pakistan, no, gold is not CIF. Gold is money. So I have this, the guy that who called me, he said thank you for our conversation. So this Pakistan, he returned to Dubai empty-handed. He stayed at no motel. I stayed in no motel. Then I changed it to Kalum because the manager is a friend of mine. The manager give me a discount. Can you imagine? Everybody knows me in Africa. You come to Conakry, you go to Avenue restaurant, you ask the owner of the restaurant. He knows me. Yeah. And that Avenue restaurant, you need to make a booking. When I walk in, the manager, the owner, they welcome me, Madam, welcome. And doesn't matter if I have a booking or not, they always give me a table. Why? Because I promote their restaurant that I'm happy with their services. Yeah. That is how you do business, Mr. Seller. It doesn't matter if you're my seller or not. This video to educate you. And don't be arrogant. Make sure when you make an appointment, 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock. Especially in Ghana, Mali, Sierra Leone, Conakry. Please, when you say, okay, I will meet you, I will pick you up, 10 o'clock, exactly 10 o'clock. You leave your office 1 hour before because of the traffic. In Australia, when I used to be in real estate, my appointment is 10 o'clock. I have to leave my office. I work with the company. I have to leave the office 30 minutes before. Then I go to the coffee shop to kill the time. Then on the exact time, I go and meet my client. That is how you do, Mr. Seller. That's the reason why you have a difficulty getting buyers. Why buyer come to me, Mr. Seller? Why? Huh? Whoever you are, I'm not mentioning the name. Whoever you are, this video is a learning process to everyone. Yes? Because I'm telling you, you are the one who ruin your reputation because the client will not come to you anymore. So you have to nourish your client. You have to service your client. When I come to your office, make sure you don't need to change your mind. Make sure, Mr. Seller, what you say, you have to mean it. You have to keep your words. Most of you African seller doesn't keep your words. You're a fickle-minded. Yes. I'm telling you straightforward. I'm brutal because this is for everyone. Seller in Africa, you don't need to be afraid with this lady. I am helping you. You learn how to change your business protocol or business attitude. Learn to adapt the modern way. Learn. I am here to give my expertise. But when I travel, yes, my services is not for free. And Mr. Seller, you must remember I am charging my work because you appointed me to handle your marketing. So therefore, when you ask Wilhelmina to handle marketing, you have to obey my strictness. I'm very strict and you follow it, then you make business, then you're gonna be happy with Wilhelmina and the buyer. Yes. So I am telling the world in generalize, Mr. Buyer, do not travel without Wilhelmina. Do not. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna fail. And also my services is non-refundable. It's none. My services to cover my airport, hotel accommodation, and food is non-refundable. Whether successful or not, that is why you come for a conference, I want to interview you so that I would determine which seller I'm going to put you. Come to Mali with me. Yeah? Mali is the third largest gold producer in West Africa. If you want a diamond, come with me in Sierra Leone. Yeah? Sierra Leone have gold and diamond. But if you want tons of gold, yes, come with me to Mali. All right? Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening. And I summarize it. Impossible you would not understand my explanation. Impossible. And do not come to Wilhelmina saying hello. Do not. Because I'm going to block you. If you come for conference on Skype and WhatsApp, you're gonna say, hi Wilhelmina, I watch your video, I really digest it. Wilhelmina, I am the buyer. Wilhelmina, I'm going to send you the full L.O.I. Do not come to ask question, because question and answer is already in front of you. Question and answer. You went to school, you must remember. You paid tuition fee. This business is just like a school. You learn from University of Hard Knocks. I'm very strict and I'm very brutal. You learn from it. You have to learn it. All right? Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening. I shall see you. Listen and digest it. Read and read and read and read until you understand. If you are not a buyer, don't bother to come to Wilhelmina. I only entertain if you are a buyer. Okay? Good day and good night.